set-piece press conference, Tyson Fury against Dillian Whyte for the WBC World Heavyweight title, and much else besides, on a monumental night for British sport and an historic event, even for Wembley Stadium. It's live on BT Sport Box Office and in the United States, ESPN Plus pay-per-view. We'll get straight to business. First, I'd like to introduce, from the United States, very welcome here, the president of Top Rank Boxing, Todd DeBerth, and Hall of Fame promoter, Frank Warren. If gentlemen, you'd join me on the stage. Thank you very much. Welcome. Next, a very special and perhaps overdue welcome to a very important person this week. He is here, and he deserves to be here. He is the long-standing #1 WBC contender. He is Dillian Whyte. Please give him a great welcome. Excellent. Thank you very much. And Dillian, of course, has brought his support staff with him, including Xavier Miller and Harold Shadow Knight. Welcome, gentlemen. And now, of course, for the undefeated and lineal WBC World Heavyweight Champion, the Ring Magazine #1, and a new boxing superstar, Tyson Fury.
The champ is here!
Welcome, Tyson. Thank you very much for joining us, everybody. So we're going to get right to it. And with every possible respect to you, Dillian, we're going to ask the champion to get us underway, kicking off here at Wembley Stadium. Tyson, the floor is yours.
Hello. Good afternoon, everybody. Big turnout again. Room is absolutely chocker. The fight is here. Big night's just a few days away. Dillian's landed. Boys are here. Cameras are here. Lights, camera, and action. I'm sure everyone's got a lot of questions, so I won't ramble on all day. Peace out. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Tyson. Well, Dillian, we have been waiting for you. You're very welcome. Nobody disputes your right to be here on this massive occasion. Please give us your opening remarks.
Hello everyone, thanks for coming out. You know, it's a big fight. I'm excited to be here. Sorry I couldn't be here earlier, but we're here now, so let's go.
We'll get back to you in a moment. And to you, Frank, huge occasion for British sport. 90,000, the Anthony Joshua fight. This is bigger, isn't it?
Hold on a minute. Where is Sugar Hill's chair? Come on, Sugar. Yeah, have mine if you want, mate. No, grab him a chair.
Sugar Hill.
Come on.
Sugar Hill steward, come and join us, please.
Sit down, brother. Come on.
Thank you, Tyson.
It's all right. I'll sit down on this little chair here.
Welcome, Sugar Hill. Thank you.
Thank you, guys. Appreciated.
Frank, over to you.
It's, well, listen, it's a European record for a fight. 94,000 tickets sold out. It's going to be a fantastic night. There's no doubt about that. You got, for me, the heavyweight of his generation, best heavyweight of his generation, lineal champion, WBC champion, ring belt champion, against a young man over there in Dillian, who's, how long have you been waiting for now, Dillian, this fight? 1,700 days?
I don't know. It's been so long I forgot.
Yeah, 34 years he's been waiting for this
Late
fight.
2017.
He's got the fight, and we know he's in great shape, great condition. We've looked at some of the footage and seen how much how hard he's trained. But he's got to train hard when you're fighting a guy like Tyson Fury, because Tyson's trained hard. And we've had quite a few conversations over the last few weeks, and certainly the most recent one a couple of days ago. And he said to me, it's the best training camp he's ever had. And that's a testament to Sugar Hill and the preparation of all the team to get him where he's at. So you've got both these guys in tip-top fighting condition. So what you're going to get on the night, a great fight.
Thank you very much, Frank. And Todd, if I can ask you for an opening line or two, please.
Well, you know, first of all, it's a pleasure to be here, and you know, this is more than boxing, guys. This is the world of sport. This is a global epicenter for entertainment and sport, and it's a tribute to all of us in the room. It's a tribute to Frank, BT, and especially these two great prize fighters that have brought it all for the many years and hard work in the gym to elevate the sport and them as class. And the world's all going to be watching, not only 94,000. So This is an honor to be a part of, and it's going to be a wonderful night. We all remember this.
Thank you very much, Todd. Tyson, to come back to you, tell us more about your training camp. How have you prepared? How happy are you with your state of readiness?
Yeah, I'm training good. Training went well. I started training in about January for this fight. Had a good. How long did we do together, Sugar? 6, 7 weeks or something? 7 weeks together. 6 weeks training, 1 week rest. We've had a great preparation. You know, there's never any complaints from me. We always do what we can do in training camps, and you know, do the best we can do on the night, and that's it. I'm sure Dillian's had a great training camp as well, and he's a good fighting man. And fans are in for a real treat. 94,000 people. They're going to see a good tear-up. I know Dillian. I know him personally, and he knows me, and we're going to rock and roll on the night. We're ready to throw down and treat us all to a hell of a barnstormer. Don't worry about that.
And Tyson, you know, we've had this amazing journey with you, largely in the United States for the last 3 years. How have you enjoyed the experience of building up to a world title defense back at home?
It's been absolutely fantastic, you know. Big shout out to Top Rank in America who made these fights in America possible over there, and big shout out to Frank who made all the fights in England happen over here. And it's been an amazing journey, you know, from where I started all those years ago to the ups and downs and being away from boxing and being fat as fuck, 28 stone, to coming back, being mentally ill, a druggie, an alcoholic, all the rest of the stuff that I'm not ashamed of. It's a part of who I am. To coming back, to getting back to top of the world and having 3 big fights with old Deontay over there, and now being back in England after all these years, 4 years away, and now I'm fighting me old pal Dillian Whyte back at home in England for all the glory and all the belts. And who'd have thought it, you know? We probably didn't think, me and him didn't think we'd be doing 90-odd thousand people at Wembley. You got Mr. Golden Bollocks, haven't you? He's been stopped by a middleweight. And that's it. Where is he now? You know, we're here, we're representing, and we're going to put on a good show, you know. It's been a great journey. And we're looking forward to an awesome, memorable night, you know. This breaks all records. This is break all records, Frank. Yes, yeah. This is the highest capacity ever at Wembley, is it?
Highest in Europe.
In Europe.
And it's the highest grossing event of any single day event of any event at Wembley.
Well, there we go then. So, for an old boxing match against 2 old boys who people wrote off all their careers, we ain't done bad, have we? It's definitely an exciting time for me, and Frank's done an amazing job with the promotion and all that. And look at this turnout of all these people here, and they've all come to support and show the thing. And I just want to say massive thank you to every person who spent their hard-earned money on a ticket, who's going to watch on a pay-per-view, whether it's in America or England. It all takes earning, and I respect every person who tunes in on the night. That's it. Thank you.
Terrific, Tyson. Thank you very much indeed. Spoken like a champion. Now, I hesitate almost before you calling a challenger because you've been knocking on the door so long. And to echo something that Tyson Fury referred to there, Dillian, nobody in the industry of boxing underestimates you or questions your right to this opportunity. You, in your life, have traveled a very hard road. In your career, it's been stacked against you time and again. After the Joshua fight, the surgeon told you it was over.
Yeah.
So you've come through all that. What does it mean to you to fight in London at Wembley Stadium for the WBC World Heavyweight title?
Listen, it means everything to be fighting my home country. For the world title, especially at Wembley, it's not too far from where I'm from. You know, it means everything. It's massive. You know, obviously, it's the moment I'm waiting for. Obviously, you know, it's a big fight. Like Tyson said, me and him. You know, we weren't expect to be here. Me especially, anyway. Obviously, I'm here. You know, I've taken risks time and time again. Obviously, a couple slip up along the way, but I'm here and I'm ready to go. You know, I'm ready to go. No, you don't hear no bullshit from me. I'm ready to rock and roll.
Nobody doubts that. Could you enlighten us just a little bit more, however? What was the strategy behind the way you prepared? Did you want to leave the champion wondering a little bit in the build-up? Or was it only for your own benefit?
There's no strategy. Listen, there's 2 sides of the story. You know, you lot hear one side of the story because one side says a lot of things because I ain't been saying anything. Everyone's like, oh, you're scared, you're hiding. I ain't scared of shit. I ain't hiding from shit. It's like this. It's like this. Stuff need to get done. Obviously, the fight was signed, but there's other things that's happening behind the scene. Obviously, things been started. And obviously, we and Frank come together, which, you know, obviously, credit due to him. Obviously, My team, we've been trying to pick up the phone for a long time, get stuff done. I hear people talking shit, like Gareth Davis saying I should be fine for not turning up to a press conference. I'm like, bro, you've been on box a long time. Don't be stupid. You've been in the game. You understand how these things work. There's two sides. Everyone needs to come to an agreement. You understand? And if the agreement doesn't reach, then I'm not going to fly all the way from Portugal, waste 2 days traveling, doing this, doing that. What for? I'm training for the biggest fight of my life. Obviously, Tyson Fury, you need to concentrate. You need to focus on training, not flipping wasting time and flying. If things is done and I'm happy and it's worth it, then I'll do it. I'm not doing anything if it's not worth it. And you feel me? It's simple as that.
Point taken. So how do you win, and what have you been working on in that camp that was quite difficult to get access to?
You see Saturday night, man. No point me sitting here saying it's one of those fights where I've been working being adaptable. Because those fights where I'm gonna have to adapt constantly. You understand? I'm gonna have to adapt, make smart decisions when I need to do what and how I need to do it and how I need to approach what I'm doing. So that's it. There's no strategy here. That's it. Just need to just go and do my thing.
Do you feel the way you came back in that second fight against Povetkin has readied you for this?
Listen, that's just a fight. That's just a boxing fight. I've been, that was nothing. I lost to Povetkin. I have loads of people saying, "Oh, you're finished. You're gonna lose again. Don't fight him again." I was like, "Shut the fuck up." I was like, "Listen, I know exactly what I did. I know what I need to do." I was ready to fight Povetkin 2 months after the loss, and then lots of things happened. He said he had COVID. He got sick, and this and the other. Like, but listen, I don't care. Win, lose or draw, I always come to fight. I don't care. I come to fight, and that's what I do.
That's taken. I have to apologise for the occasional language, of course. But, Dillian, to refer again to the struggle you have had, you've been trying so very hard for so very long to climb to the very top of the mountain.
That's what she said. Sorry, no, I joke.
Hopefully you'll make your own people very happy on Saturday night. But in order for that to happen, you've got to win this fight. And with the fight comes the mantle that this man here has taken on in a fashion that has inspired so many people who are not even interested in sport. Are you ready to be the WBC World Heavyweight Champion with everything that means? Somebody you'd remember from your youth, Gary Mason, used to say, the heavyweight champion of the world carries the fighting spirit and the fighting hopes of all the people of the world. Do you believe you're ready to do that?
We won't know until we get there, man. I'm not one to sit down here and bullshit. Yeah, I'm ready for this. I knew I was doing this and this and that. I take every day as it comes, because with my life story, every day for me is a blessing. I don't say, I'm gonna be this, I'm gonna be that. I knew I was gonna be a champion. No. I take every day I wake up as a blessing, because my life has been tough, and it got a little bit easier now, but it's still about every day, man. And I always remember where I come from, what I've been through. So when we get there, we'll see. I'm not one to say, I'm going to do this, and then when I get there, it's something else. Win the belt, and then we'll see. But I'll try my best and adapt, and do the best I can do as world champion.
Thank you very much, Dillian. What does he offer, champ?
He's a good fighter, Dillian Whyte. He's a good, strong, solid man. He's big, he's strong, he's tough, he's game. He's got a good punch on him. He's got good power. He's knocked out a lot of men. He's had a good learning career as well. He's got a lot of experience in the fight game. He was also a kickboxer and an MMA man as well. So he's definitely a man that needs a lot of respect, and that's why I've given him all this training camp. I've had everything possibly I can do to train for this. I've done, so I haven't left any stones unturned. I haven't not trained as hard as I would have done for anybody else. I've trained as hard for Dillian as I have for Wilder or anybody else, or Klitschko or anybody. So he'll be fighting the best Tyson Fury. I'm in great shape. I've had good sparring. I've had good food. I've drank my water. I've had my vitamins. I've had everything. So there's no excuses from me. I'm injury free, and that's it. He's fighting the best version of Tyson Fury, and that's it.
Fantastic. We know that you sparred together. It's many years ago.
Yep.
Does it have relevance? And I'll ask you that question first, Tyson, if I may.
Not really. I think I touched this last night with Coogan. When we sparred years ago, I think it was about 2011, 12, whatever. Sparring is sparring, I think I was preparing for David A. I could have been preparing for Klitschko. I can't really remember if it was 15 or 13. And Dillian came in and he did his job along with the rest of the guys who was there, helping me prepare for a fight. You know what I mean? It's not about, I beat him up in a spar or he beat me up in a spar. we was there working together, and we were good friends together. We went out for a drink. We ate together. We slept together. He was part of our team.
No, bro.
Oh,
Bro,
shit!
we didn't sleep together,
I'm
bro.
sorry, man.
No, we didn't sleep together, bro.
I'm
We
sorry.
slept in a similar surrounding, but not together, bro. Relax.
Yeah, so there was no it wasn't like animosity like him versus me. Every person, every guy I bring into my training camp, I treat him with respect. I look after him like they're one of my own family. I don't disrespect anybody. Any of these training partners who ever come, I never disrespect them. I treat them like my own family. I look after them as best as I can. I pay them what I can afford, and that's it, you know. So the sparring's the sparring. We both helped each other out along the way, and that's it. I don't think you can go on what happened 10 years ago. God's sake. 10 years ago, I would have been 24. He'd have been 24 as well, the same age. So we're different men today. It's different versions. He's a lot improved, and so am I. So I think everybody is underestimating how good of a fight this is going to be. I see these odds and things, and I just laugh at them because they're obviously coming from people who don't know boxing. There's like 7-1, 10-1 odds. This is a heavyweight boxing fight. Anybody can win with one punch, and it's good night Vienna. So if I'm not on my A game, then that man's going to knock my head right off my shoulders. So I'm going to have to be preparing good, and which I have, and I'm going to have to be on form to beat him. And so is he going to have to perform at his best to beat me. So I think we're in for a real treat on Saturday night, and it's coming quite quickly.
Indeed it is. Thank you very much, Tyson. On that last point, back to you, Dillian, if I may. I think a lot of people, including Sugar Hill, has actually pointed this out. There have been so many technical improvements from you along the way, and everybody in boxing knows you are a devastating puncher when you get your moment. But 12 hard rounds at the pace that this man can fight at, can you do 12 hard rounds like that? Have you got it in the legs?
I've done 12 rounds before, you know. Of course I got it in the legs. You see how strong my legs is. Of course I got it in the legs. Listen, it's a different challenge, you know. Like it's a challenge. I must be in my A game. I must have to work, but you know, we've worked hard in the gym, you know, and I believe in myself. And listen, I'm willing to do whatever it takes, man. You know, I'm that kind of fighter where whatever I got to do, I will do. You know, any victory by any means necessary, I'll do that. You know, and I'm not scared to take risks. I've taken risks my whole life, so it's nothing new.
Not only is it an amazing occasion, Frank, but all the elements seem to me to be ready in this one. We've got two British fighters fighting for the greatest prize in sport, the WBC World Heavyweight title. There is immense public interest in this. And I think both the fellas are expecting it to be an absolute barnstormer. Do you see it in that fashion?
Absolutely. You know, Tyson, you know, comes to fight, you know, Dillian does. And you know Dillian's style, he comes forward, he walks on, and you've seen Tyson in his last few fights, and his last two against Wilder, where it was toe-to-toe. So what do you think you're going to get? You're going to get fireworks. This is going to be explosive. It's going to be, me personally, I don't think it'll go the distance. I think it's going to be explosive, and you're not going to be able to take your eyes away from it, because the styles make the fight.
Thank you, Frank. What's the American perspective on what we're going to have in the ring?
Well, the American perspective is obviously they're as much of a fight knowledgeable people as everybody here. They know that Dillian has an incredible left hook, and he puts pressure on you. And they've seen a lot more of Tyson lately because he's been in more high-profile fights in America and seen one of the great heavyweight fights of all times when him and Wilder fought. And they know he's a brilliant boxer. Styles makes fights. He's going to be all over him, and Tyson's going to have his hands full. So I agree with Tyson. I think the odds makers are looking at the wrong fight.
Dillian, back to you. How do you envisage the night of the fight? Because it's Wembley, because you're from London, because there are so many tens of thousands of people, with every respect, who want Dillian Whyte to win and win well.
You know, this fight is one of the fights that go in there with an open mind, like I said. This fight's all about being able to adapt and make decisions quickly, you understand? Because Tyson Fury, he says one thing, he does another thing. Like you said, he doesn't know he's going to show up on the day or what's going to happen or whatever. He might decide that he wants to box or he wants to fight. So I need to be able to adapt as of when and do my thing and keep changing and keep adapting to whatever he does. And that's what it would take to win the fight. You know what I mean? I'm not going to envision this or envision him doing that, me chasing him or him chasing me. No. I'm just envisioning being able to adapt quickly and make the decision quickly as of when and when I need to make it.
There's a couple of very wise, I was going to say older gentlemen on the end. And we know your credentials. We remember the glory years with Lennox Lewis.
Right.
Are we in for a repeat?
Well, this is going to be a great fight. It's going to be a great fight. You got a smart man in Tyson Fury. You got an intelligent man in Dillian Whyte. The good thing is that both of these guys have a high boxing IQ, and just like Dillian said, it's about adjustments. It's about modifications, and you know you have big heavyweights in there. Both of them can punch, and it's about myself and Xavier Miller, who I give much credit to. We put a solid game plan, as well as I know Sugar Hill has also. So we're going to take this it's at a whole nother level. So it's all about adjusting, adapting, and landing the good shots.
Thank you, Harold, and it's lovely to see you again, isn't it?
Good seeing you too, sir.
Welcome, Sugar Hill. It's fantastic that you're able to join us here today. Thank you. But greater again is the work that you've done over the last 18 months, 2 years with Tyson Fury. Already a supreme talent, you have added something special. What are you going to try to add for this job?
Well, for this job, it's just, Tyson being more himself. He's able to do more of the things that he was doing back throughout his career leading up to the time where I trained him. And, just being more powerful doing that. That's what I'm looking for in Tyson. And also for Tyson Fury to be a much better thinker and setting things up. That was the main thing that we worked on, was just the thinking. Just being a better thinker from, which he already knew.
Sure.
But it's just about, seeing things a little bit differently and being able to execute a lot more powerful.
I know you fellas, camp-wise, have got massive respect for each other, and they know about the big stadium fights. Is there anything extra for you in this being a stadium? And if you don't mind me saying, this is not any old stadium. This is Wembley Stadium.
For me, it doesn't make any difference to me. I mean, it's just a boxing ring. It's going out, preparing. It's about me being focused as well. So I won't see or know any of this until afterwards, maybe about 4 days, when I start asking people and maybe watching it myself. So
really?
Yeah, for me, I'm just focusing on the fight. And most of the times I do have to just ask people, like, how was it? Just
No,
how
it's
was it?
pretty
What did you
good.
think? Because I'm just that focused into the fight, and I don't really care about anything else.
Can I ask you for what you've picked up style-wise in Dillian Whyte that you need to address?
Well, style-wise, it's not really about style with Dillian Whyte really as much. It's his power. He's improved, if you want to know that, technically on his jab and his footwork and his defense. And, adding that power to it, it just makes it a difficult task. And we're just ready for Saturday night for everything to come together. Everybody's here all together right now. A few more days, we get to see it all.
Are you enjoying all this, Dillian?
Yeah, of course, listen, I've had, 6, 7 pay-per-view fights, and, it's always the same, I show up, I do my job, and that's it. Show up, do my job, and run off into the night after. It's another one I'm going to do again. Show up, do my job, and run off into the night, disappear for a bit, and come back again.
And longer term, do you permit yourself to think about what you will do if you become the champion?
Listen, man, I'm just focusing on the fight, becoming real champion. Everything else, I haven't thought about a day after that. Everything else will fall into place, and we decided what we're going to do after. I'm just focused on the belt, winning the belt, and I've waited for it. I fight tooth and nails through court, and it cost me a fortune to get this title shot. Literally, it cost me a fortune in legal bout to get this title shot. So, shit, I need to get some of that money back.
Okay, we're going to shortly run toward the end of our allotted time span. So maybe, Todd, I could ask you perhaps to give us one final remark or two, please.
Well, I think the final remark for all of us is we're in the middle of something very special on Saturday night. And, we always talk about at Top Rank, we do a video called This is Boxing before we do our main event comes out. And it takes you down that journey of where you were in history. If it was Ali, if it was Leonard, Hagler, Hearns. All of you guys should note this Saturday night as a historic night. And take it all in, because these guys are going to put on a hell of a fight, and we're in for a hell of an event. So this is one that you're going to be telling your grandkids about.
Thank you very much. Frank?
It's going to be a war. That's what it's going to be. These both want it. You heard them. There's going to be no give or take here whatsoever. And it will be, for the boxing fans, it won't get any better. So tune in, watch it. It's on BT box office. and back in America on ESPN. So do not miss it, because I'll tell you something, you're going to see a classic.
Thank you very much, Frank. And to the champion goes the last word.
Yep, put the lights out, it's totally fine. Yeah, everything's going to go to plan. It's going to be a great fight. Tune in. Me and Dillian are bringing it all, putting it all on the line. Do not miss this one. Big shout out to everyone who's coming. Respect you all. All the best. God bless.
And to you, sir.
Oh, I thought you gave the loss rate to the champion. Shit.
We're trying to be even-handed. That was a
Okay, cool. Sorry, guys, I'm not ready. I was like, cool.
Well, you've got to be ready for everything.
Hey, thanks everyone for coming out. Respect. Thank you, guys. Thanks to Tyson Fury support, my supporter. Thanks to obviously Tyson Fury team, Frank Warren, and ESPN, and everyone who's involved. And thanks to my team who stand by me, all my friends and family and stuff, and all my supporters, man. Respect.
Well done,
Yes.
Dillian. Thank you very much indeed. Gentlemen, let's have the face-off.